All right, guys, today's episode is how to make better photos that get more engagement for your social media platforms. I'm gonna go through a couple different tips that we've learned as we've been creating and correcting. Now, before I get started, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to make videos like this every single day that help you push out your brand and make better content. And you can't hurt my feelings. Hit up the comments below. Tell me what I did good. Tell me what I did bad. Tell me how I can improve. I want to make better videos for you and give as much value back as possible. How to make better photos for your brand. We all want beautiful photos when we're posting them to our social media platforms. A couple tricks we've learned along the way allow you to then push it out and make that content beautiful right from your phones, right from your cameras, help you speed up the process of posting that content. The first tip is super easy, but people still don't do it. On all of your phones, right after you take the picture, you can edit it. On iPhone specifically, hit that edit button and you can start pulling the contrast, pulling the saturation, changing the complexity of your photo right on your iPhone. You don't need any extra apps, you don't need anything fancy, and you can turn a regular photo from an iPhone into a beautiful one ready to post on social media with just a couple clicks. So test it out. Go back to some of your photos from before. And one tip I'll give is I like to duplicate that photo before. So I'll click on the photo, I'll duplicate it. Once I duplicate it, then I play around. It allows me to contrast each side by side after I take a photo and what I change it to. See what I like, see what I don't like, then I can post it right away. The next tip, if you want to take it up a notch and you're not into Photoshop, you haven't gone into Adobe yet, one of the best platforms out there to help you on an amateur level design some really good social media content is get on Canva. I'm sure you've heard of it before, but a lot of people still aren't using it. It is really economical. It allows you to get into this sphere. They got a ton of templates that you can utilize for your content, and they have the same features. You can change the saturation, you can change the contrast, you can beautify with a bunch of different filters in Canva if you're just posting the raw picture. And then it gives you, for all the different sizes, for all the social platforms you're on, a whole bunch of templates that allow you, if you want overlays, if you want to add your logo onto it, all the different things you can do on Canva. You can do it very quickly, very efficiently. There's an iPhone app or there's a phone app that you can use if you want to do it right on your phone. Otherwise, get those photos to your computer, and the online Canva is really easy to use. The last is we're going to get into Photoshop. Photoshop is the one that everyone knows about, but it takes a lot of effort to learn Photoshop. It's not as easy as Canva. Now, the one thing I will say is if you can learn Photoshop over time, do it. Photoshop allows and gives you a lot of other options and allows you to create and correct with your photos in ways that the other platforms just can't. You can't selectively change the contrast on one piece of your photo on Canva. The only way you're going to do that is if you get into Photoshop. So it allows you to take photos on your phone, take photos on your DSLR. Even if there's a portion overexposed, you'd be able to fix it and take those photos to the next level. One of the tips that I'll say, once you're into Photoshop, go onto YouTube and search a whole bunch of videos on different filters based on the type and style that your brand wants to have. And once you check out how a couple other people do it and learn your template, you can kind of template a couple PSD or Photoshop files ready to use on a day-to-day basis. The size you want, the filter's already there, the overlay's already there. Even the fonts can be in place where you just have to quickly change the title. So create some templates and open them often. It's going to help you make the content faster and streamline your content process. If there's any other graphic design or apps that you guys use, put them in the comments below. Let's share as much information as possible with this community and let's give out as much value as possible. Hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to put out videos like this every single day.